Okay, welcome back to PeachPOD. Today I'd like to present a new design based on a video. This is actually the design, but it's a 2D design, so hard to perceive. So for that reason, I like to make a video before we convert this 2D design into a 3D design. Yeah, I like to explain it. Even I need to explain to the designer. Yeah, so he can quickly convert to a 3D design and maybe do some minor adjustments, right? For example, the cover, because this design will trap rainwater. So we may add something on the top to prevent that. So anyway, this is the one, but I like to before explain how what it is, how it works. I like to show the video. This video, basically, it's a video that inspired me because yeah, basically Richard had a design, and then he explained in words, but then those words bring me to search for the model. This model actually, it's called orange theory. To try to explain the shape of the universe. Anyway, so I like to for this reason I like to show this video for those who have never heard of orange theory. I highly recommend you watch this video. Yeah, this is the actually a better video than I first found. I think this is the original author, and yeah, I like to present this video. So let's play the video and we'll see. Yeah, this is the actual channel, Christian Birdie. Anyway, oh, why there's, oh, okay, sorry. you see this one is really good. It's actually a better, I mean fuller video. The one I saw, it's a partial video. So anyway, so yeah, so once you see this video, then you can quickly understand what I'm trying to say. So basically, I grabbed this image, right, from that video, showing just a single surface, right, a surface, one layer actually, you know, and then we see the balls, right, different color, and expanding, coming, all the balls coming from one place, from in the center of this torus, and then coming up, moving down, expanding and contracting and going back to the original place. So actually this is the full circle, full cycle, right? And I like this cycle because within our PeachPOD, everything can be recycled, just like the nature. So that's how I got this idea. So I wondered why, how we can use this type of structure and then bring in the solar roof bubble technology into this model, and then come up with a design that works for us, right? Both for us to do IAVS sandponics, this is inside the circle, but also for the bubble tech to function as well. So so I just quickly explain, this is exactly, almost exact, right? Like the torus, right? But the difference is I shrink it, kind of move everything closer to the center, so that we can form a common space, enclosed space. It's all shape. Basically, the space thickness. Well, there's no better word for that, right? Basically, actually, at the diameter. If you look at the 3D model, it's actually the diameter. But we're talking about 2D, so I'll just use thickness, right? So from here to here, we make this distance to be the same as the cavity distance, because as you understand, in solar roof pod shaped structures, right, we need to create a double layer cavity. So how do we create that double layer cavity in this case? So we're going to use two torus shapes, right? Shells, yeah. So that's what it is. But we still need a common area that we can use to place our fan, and also basically to place our bubble generator inside, because the bubble generator requires an enclosed, preferably totally sealed space, with one inlet. In this case, we're showing one inlet, but with two. In this case, actually, it's one outlet, but because got two faces, right? So we'll allow one to go in this way, one to go into the right way. So, I mean, we're talking about 2D, right? 3D is more complicated, right? It's going everywhere, just like the torus, right? It's going, expanding and going everywhere, and then coming back from everywhere to one central location. So this is how the torus works. So I just want to come up with the model that imitate the what is going on in the video, right? So this is it. I think we got it. So in this case, we use the inner tube, inner globe, because in 3D it's a globe, right? By 2D it's a circle, right? So we use the inner globe, uh, the ball, in the inside of the ball, right? To do the IAVS sandponics. And so basically the bottom is for fish tank. We got two layers of grow bed. Just like in most of our videos, right? We like to do vertical growing, right? So basically, the fish water and fish pool, uh, poop will be pumped to the top grow bed, and then through a certain pattern it spread, and then everything is filtered, right? The fish poop is filtered and leave on the top, and then it goes through another process. So basically this is called double filtration. The fish water will be filtered twice, to ensure it's clean, right? It's back to the tank, so the fish like it, right? Yeah, similar thing for this side, right hand side, but in reality it's not left and right, it's a circle, right? It's a torus, right? It's a like yeah, it is a torus, right? It's a donut, right? You can call it donut pod, but I like to call it pentapod, because because in reality we have a fruit, either orange, or even better, the called flat peach, right? Flat peach. If you look at the flat peach, it has a core, right? The core is right in the center, and this is where we like to have a bubble generator to be located, and then there's torus, right? So it's a fruit, right? It's a fruit that for some reason, for in Chinese culture, we believe if you eat this type of fruit and you live longer. So we call it pantao, and and then I search on the internet. I find the Japanese called panto. In Chinese we call pantao, but in Japanese panto. Anyway, so for that reason I like to take the Japanese spelling, panto, right? And and in Chinese, panto also have another meaning called hope. Now I have a hope, something to hope for, right? So anyway, so I call it panto because it really gives you, in reality we have this thing, right? And similar to orange, but I think it's a flat peach is better, right? Representation. So anyway, for that reason I call that, because that's ideally I like to have a greenhouse that I can grow all kinds of fruit. Normally you build greenhouse, you don't grow fruit trees inside, right? It's too big, right? But in our case, we can design a greenhouse that is bigger, right? Yeah. But this one, it is a relative small model. We prefer probably we're gonna use the polycarbonate material to blow cast this whole thing. Anyway, so I like to present this to the general public and call for anyone who have interest to talk to us, and then together we can, you know, develop the product, right? But beside the torus structure, I like to also explain the soap reservoir. So because within this, right, you cannot this the double layer cavity, you cannot normally, beside the common area, right? Normally, there's nothing you can do, right? But so where do we store the soap liquid, right? So for that reason, we need a base. We need something underneath that's the support. This is also a soap reservoir. Yeah. So this way we separate the soap from the fish water. Yeah. So basically two complete different system. Yeah. So that there's no interchange. There is no pollution, right? The fish may not like the soap, right? Also, the soap, soap liquid may not like the fish poo. Yeah. So anyway, so this shows that they are separate, and we're going to ask our designer, 3D designer, to turn this into 3D design, so that you can see it better, right? Yeah, there's one thing I like to point out, and it's also for our 2D designer, that if you build a structure like this, there's one problem, which is the center lower area, right? It's a it's a flat pitch, right? And this area can trap rainwater, right? We can come up with a way to collect the rainwater from here, but we don't want to make the first design to be too complicated. So we'll see, right? It depends, right? If you can somehow we can come up with the idea to build this structure and also collect rainwater at the same time, it's good, right? Otherwise, I would add a cover, it's just a reverse of the top exterior layer in this region, something like a peach, right? Like a peak, right? And then to cover it, right? And this way the water fall, to the outside. And if you truly want to catch it, you can use the bottom basin, right? Bottom basin to catch it. So anyway, so that's it. This is the model. This is the new design. I'm very excited. So I'm looking for anyone who like this idea, who will say, hey, this is easy, right? We can use polycarbonate to blow this structure and then assemble it together. Yeah. And there's details, right? For any design, there's details to make it practical, easy to make, easy to assemble, all those stuff, right? So anyway, I don't want to speak too much. Like to stop here. Hope you like it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and also like us, right? To help us with the ranking on YouTube and other places, and so that more people can see it. Yeah. Okay. So much for today. See you next time.